Hey everyone, my name is Kathleen, former PCT thru hiker, avid Pacific Northwest day hiker, and the Hungry Hiker here on YouTube. At the beginning of June of this year, I left Washington and headed down to California for a month-long adventure to go hiking the John Muir Trail, or the JMT for short, which is the 211-mile stretch of trail in the Sierra section of the Pacific Crest Trail. Even though I completed the section of trail on my solo thru hike of the PCT in 2018, I knew I wanted to come back and rehike this section of the trail with my friends. So this summer, I brought with me my friends whom I hiked the Wonderland Trail with last year. Clarkia, trail name Mona, Raquel, trail name Shade, and Dirk, trail name U-Haul. Starting from the Cottonwood Lakes trailhead just outside of Lone Pine, California, and heading northbound towards Happy Isles in Yosemite Valley, over the next 27 days, most of us in the group would complete over 250 miles on trail together, all while navigating up and over 11 mountain passes, taking 4 0 days, making 3 resupply stops, having a bout with COVID, hunkering down in our tents for a freak late-season snowstorm just below Mount Whitney, getting to meet other hikers, eating tons of calories along the way, getting several bug bites, and making countless memories together. Here's our story of how we backpacked the John Muir Trail. From VVR, we hopped on the ferry across Lake Edison and headed back onto trail for the last week of the trip. This morning started off with a 4.5-mile hike up to Silver Pass. The day ended with a nice foot soak in Lake Virginia where we camped for the evening. Day 21. Heading into Reds Meadow today. 15 miles, only 1,200 feet of elevation, and the rest of it is downhill. Let's go hiking. today. No breeze. Whew. My Washingtonian blood is not used to this heat. Thank goodness it's all downhill to Reds Meadow. But stopping at the next water source, hopefully there's some shade. But it's hot. At Reds Meadow, we would take the rest of the day off from hiking to eat snacks in the shade, take a shower, do laundry, and set up camp for the night at a nearby car camping campground. In the morning after packing up, the three of us shared an order of French toast. For some reason this morning I was craving French toast, so here we are. And got back on trail heading towards Yosemite. Day 22, we went from 4 to 3, and we have 4 days to Tuolumne Meadows, essentially Yosemite, and 7 days left of our trip. Let's go hiking. Our 2.5-mile climb out of camp this morning was swarming with bugs. The only thing that kept me going was knowing that later today would be a lake day on the JMT. We only had 6 miles to hike to Thousand Island Lake, where we would camp for the night and swim in the lake. Buggy as fuck. Lake day on the JMT. Oh, it feels so good to sink my whole body in the water, not overheating. It feels so good. There's a breeze, there's no bugs. It's really the perfect day. Day 24. Today we're doing Island Pass and Donahue Pass, and we are getting into Yosemite. Yay! Welcome to Island Pass, the easiest pass on the JMT, or the PCT in the Sierra section. Welcome to Yosemite! All downhill from here. Last pass of the trip! And we didn't die! Yeah! So excited. Welcome to day 25 on the JMT. Coldest morning of the trip yet. Coldest 6 miles of the trip. We have like 6 point something miles to Tuolumne Meadows. Oh, I'm so cold. I should have put my leggings on, but I didn't know it was going to be this cold. Tuolumne Meadows are best. Let's go hiking. Welcome to day 26 on the JMT. Just left camp, watched the sunrise, camped below Cathedral Peak, and today we are going to do Clouds Rest. Hopefully there's not a lot of smoke and that we can have good views. So far, so good. Let's go hiking. It is 10:08 a.m. We have set a new record for latest time out of camp. Back there is Half Dome, which we are not doing today. We're skipping Half Dome and we're going straight to the river and then down to the village to eat our dreams and pizza and soda and milkshakes. And what else have we talked about eating? Everything. Brunch, dinner. Lunch, dinner, showers, laundry, soap, clean hands. All of our hiker dreams are going to come true in Yosemite Village. Let's go hiking. Not today, Satan. Not today.
Going the other way.
That's right. Probably my most favorite thing to do on trail besides eat, soak my feet. Yosemite National Park, coming into the valley, and there's a shit ton of people.
Water that comes out of a tap!
You don't have to filter it!
It doesn't taste as good though.
We made it to the Happy Isle trailhead, officially completing our JMT through hike. Our first order of business in the valley was to find cold beverages.
Cheers! 27 days, 211 plus miles, and pizza.
And pizza. We spent our last night in the park camping at the Backpackers Camp. The next day, we got to be tourists in the park for the entire afternoon. That night, Clarkia's mom treated us to a celebration dinner. Before driving us out of the park to our motel for the night, where we'd all do one last Epsom salt foot soak together. The next day, after having one last breakfast together, my mom and nephew picked me up where I'd spend a couple days with them before flying back home to Washington.